Daniel the Miracle Man Jacobs, 108.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds.
So much hype surrounding. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. That counter punch caught him clean. Missing with the left hook. A perfect counter shot. That left hook missed. A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
Just see the nerves on a fight stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Both men step back for just a moment.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
We have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jacobs in that last round.
I like that. I'm happy.
And there's the bell to start the round. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Okay, let's reset. Switch stance.
That hook doesn't score. Nice counter shot. This counter fighter believes anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
The reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down. Look at the redness on the body from all these hooks.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Swing and a miss with that left hook. And he scores with the counter. Catch and shoot. Nobody home with that hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Jacobs in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match? They ring the bell, and here we go. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Both of these fighters have the conditioning to go the distance, no problem. They also have the power to end this with one punch. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. One punch can change anything when these two step in the ring. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on. Big, heavy blow, and Saul is down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you continue?
So he's back up again, but he's got to think about his personal safety and future here, doesn't he, Johnny?
The corner need to think nice and sharp.
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. What a huge momentum swing that's... And there's the bell to start the round. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Failing to score with that right hook. Nice counter shot. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history book.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That hook won't score. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Jacobs in that last round. They ring the bell, and here we go. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
You'd like to see more jabs. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jacobs in that last round. That bell could... We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighters.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You've heard the phrase, finding a second wind. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one.
Just trying to bring concentration. Don't fall for it.
Let's talk about Jacobs in that last round. Talk about a one-side... They ring the bell, and here we go. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
By the way, well, he's had enough, and he is gonna quit. And that is that. They surrender. This is over.
They don't like that. Listen to them. Oh, listen to that. When